Hi, friends. It's me, Pastor Laura, from the Mills Church, and I just wanted to share a few quick updates because we have a really busy couple of days coming up at the church, which is exciting, right? It means there's lots of life, lots of things happening, but I want to make sure that we all know what's coming up over the next few days. So, first of all, tonight is our first support group meeting. Ed Sexton will be leading that. He is a counselor, has lots of really good training specifically around LGBTQ needs. And so I just wanted to remind us of that. That's at 6:30 tonight in the fellowship hall. So when you come into the building, for those groups, you'll use the track entrance, which is not the front building where the sanctuary is, but the back building. And so those will gather in the fellowship hall tonight, our very first support group gathering. Um, we wanted to offer this as a way just to have safe space to process, to talk, to meet other people, to make connections, and to share stories. And so that is available. We're starting tonight. We will offer lots of other opportunities for this, which we're really excited about. So that's tonight at 6:30. As I mentioned, Ed Sexton will be leading that, which I'm really grateful for his gifts and his ability to sort of take that on and create this new ministry opportunity for us. Saturday is trunk or treat, and that will be from 3 to 5. Volunteers, those of you who signed up to help host a trunk, you should have gotten an email earlier today with information. That will be from 3 to 5 on Saturday. So dress up your kids, bring your costumes, bring a bucket or something to collect candy in. But we are really looking forward to having you with us and to celebrating together as we get ready for Halloween. And it's one of my favorite holidays, so I'm excited. So trunk or treat, Saturday from 3 to 5. Sunday is where things get a little crazy. Okay, so Sunday is going to be different this week. Will not be streaming on Sunday morning. Our service will be a service of morning prayer, and we will gather in the fellowship hall. And the reason for that is this Sunday is our Sunday service Sunday. We are going to be putting together blessing bags, and we invite people to take those blessing bags, to hand them out around the community if you see someone who has a need, if you meet someone who has a need. So we will be making those and distributing them on Sunday. So we will gather in the fellowship hall at 10:30 during our normal time. We will have a time of morning prayer and a little bit of singing and some reflection, but the bulk of our time together will be centered around some fellowship as we do some service work together. In addition, our Project Agape boxes are due by this week. You guys have done a great job of bringing those in. We've had them like stacked up at the front for the most part for the last couple of weeks. So wonderful job this year. We've had a great response to that, and I'm very, very excited to see how many people have participated in it this year. But if you haven't turned yours in yet, that's okay. They are due on Sunday. And I say that because Sunday afternoon, immediately following worship, I will be driving them to the Mercy Center. So there will be no other opportunity to drop them off, at least not this year. So Project Agape boxes, if you want to bring it with you Saturday to trunk or treat, that's fine. But either way, they are due by Sunday. So we will offer a blessing over those Project Agape boxes, deliver them to the Mercy Center, and they will be sent away after that. So we're very thankful for the work that goes into that and the work of our conference and the partnership that takes place to make that happen. One last thing I want to talk about, and I just posted this on our Facebook and Instagram pages, but I want to share a little bit about this with you. So for the past couple of years, we've been using an app called Remind. It's a great app. It's been a free texting resource that we have really appreciated, but it is very limited in what it can do. And recently, with the increase of like some AI technology, there have been some new resources that have come up that are very beneficial and made specifically for churches. And so I wanted to share this with us. We are going to test this out. We're not getting rid of Remind just yet. We will still have that as a resource, but this is a new resource that, as I mentioned, is made specifically for churches. We will be putting some QR codes in the bulletin over the next couple of weeks. We'll also have those QR codes posted at our trunk or treat on Saturday to make it a little bit easier. But in the meantime, what we need is your help to sort of test this out. So we have our own, that 844 number on your screen, 844-458 2982 is our designated phone number. This is posted on Facebook and on Instagram. I feel like I'm selling something on QVC right now. Dial the number 844-458-2982. Do people still watch that? I'm sure they do. Anyway, text that number, and when you text that number, text the word hello. It'll ask you your name, and it'll add you to our contact list. Now, there are lots of cool things that this app can do, and I'm so excited, y'all, because it's just going to help us to stay in touch a little bit better, to receive prayer requests better, to do lots of things, and I'll explain. So first, you start by texting that phone number, text hello. It'll ask you your name. It'll add you to our list. After that, you can text all kinds of things and get all kinds of information, or send messages to me specifically. But you can text like, I have a prayer request, and it'll ask you, okay, what is your prayer request for? And as soon as you send that, I will get an email telling me that you have a prayer request. The thing that's really cool about this is it organizes all the prayer requests for me so that I can go into the app and make sure I haven't missed anybody. I can do follow-up, all sorts of things, that it just streamlines some of the work to help make sure that we've got everything in one place, that we're responding to your prayer request, and that you know your prayer requests are being heard. On my end, if you have a prayer request you want to share, we can also send those prayer requests out for other people to pray for and to respond to. In Advent, this is the part I'm really excited about. Okay, so in Advent, it has a daily devotional that during the season of Advent, beginning December 1st, it will send out a daily little reflection for you every single day that you will get via text message. So all you have to do to get that is text that number, text Advent 23, and it'll add you to that list. You're not going to hear anything from it for a while, but December 1st, you will start getting text messages every day that have a little devotional snippet and some scripture to reflect on. The third thing is, if you text Christmas to the number, it'll add you to our Christmas reminders list. So it'll give you reminders like, this is when Christmas worship is. Don't forget to join us for Christmas worship. If you need help finding someone to sit with during Christmas worship, all sorts of things. You can text questions, all sorts of things that you can pass along to us. But those three lists are the main things. And then you can also even text it, make a donation, and it will send you a link to our online giving site. So I realize that sounds like a lot off the bat. I'm not telling you that you have to go do all of these things right now. I'm just showing you what some of the benefits are of this new system and why I wanted us to switch to this. Remind and this new system don't cost us anything. So, hey, it's a win-win, right? But as I mentioned, we'll still keep Remind for a little while, but we're testing this out. So we need your help. So as I mentioned, just start with the basics. Text that phone number, 844-458-2982. Just text it the word hello, and that'll get you on our list. We're going to have questions. I'm still figuring out the system. We're kind of playing around with it for right now. But if you can do that and help us out, that would be great. As I mentioned, over the next couple of weeks, we'll have QR codes in the bulletin to sort of help streamline that and help you get into the right places. But it's a great system. I'm really excited about it. It's provided through Communications, suggested at United Methodist Communications. And so anyway, great resource. So I wanted to come on and just share that and explain that, make sure we've got our announcements in check for the week. But that's it. And no more crazy announcements for the rest of the day, at least. Be sure, as always, to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to make sure that you keep up with what's going on. Remember, on Sunday mornings, we always post an announcement video with the announcements for that week. And in our bulletin every week, we have announcements, as well as a link to our community calendar. So lots of ways you can keep up and keep in touch. If all else fails, message the church on Facebook or Instagram, or message me personally. That's fine. All right, friends, that's it for today. Lots of things coming up, as I mentioned, in the next couple of weeks, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We also have All Saints Sunday coming up. We also have a concert with the Wesleyan Singers coming up on the 2nd of November, and we have Charge Conference. But I will give more detail about those announcements later. Charge Conference is November 6th. As I mentioned, just a busy time of year, but I want to do our best to communicate all of those things and make sure we're on the same page. So, all right, friends, let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to shoot me a message. But the big announcement is this, our text message. app announcement. So help us out by texting that number, text hello, it'll ask for your information, and then I will have your contact stuff sorted on our new app. So, all right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you this weekend as we gather for lots of different things going on.